Hey guys, this is Rajal, and in this video, I'll be talking about this new Malaysian hero Badang that released a few moments earlier, and let you know everything you need to know about him. Starting with his first skill, it's known as Kigong Fist, which is same as his basic attack but with a higher damage and longer range. As you can see, without any equipment, he deals 154 points of damage, whereas with Kigong Fist is 375. And when there's an obstacle nearby the enemy, it deals extra explosive damage. And for his second skill, it's fish break, which is not something unique, but it's still interesting. When using the skill, the Badang dashes towards the enemy, knocks them back, and traps them inside a semicircular wall, just like that of Grog, but better as the wall is semicircular, which decreases the chances of enemy getting away. And when you're using the skill, it deals certain points of damage that increases with the level. And when you can also use this skill to phase through walls, so when you're being chased by the enemy, you can easily get away by phasing through walls. Just make sure that the end of the skill isn't inside the obstacle. For his and ultimate, its fish crack is same as the first skill but consecutive. It's similar to the ultimate of Claude but in a single direction. It also has this similar effect to Qigong Fist. So there's an extra explosive damage when there's an obstacle nearby. As you can see, this Layla still has over 50% of her HP intact, but for this Layla, the number is below 25%. And when you're using this ultimate, you also gain a shield that absorbs 1000 points of damage, and you get an immunity to all control effect, just like the spear flip of Zilong. And for his passive, it's known as Chivalry Fist, which allows him to stack up the punches for 4 times, then knock the enemy by kicking them. And in case of the minions and grips, the stun they are immediately stunned, but for the enemy hero, there needs to be an obstacle nearby to stun them. And with the golden demon combination, you can get an infinite number of stun. And for ultimate, I forgot to mention earlier, but there is a certain point of damage around a certain area, and it also has the explosive damage effect, just like the normal ultimate when you're pointing towards the enemy. And for emblem, I suggest going with fighter emblem and maxing out shield or firmness, and then maxing out invasion, then selecting unbending will or disabling strike. Otherwise, you can also go with assassin emblem and max out mastery and invasion. Then you can choose bounty hunter or high and dry as your wish. And if you don't have either of the emblem, you can simply go with physical emblem and max out firmness, shield, or and fatal, and you can choose open fire. And for spell, I highly recommend Aegis or Petrify. Otherwise, you can use Vengeance as well. And if you're not confident about your gameplay, then you can simply choose Sprint or Flicker and get away from the enemies. And if you're confident about your gameplay, then you can go with Retribution or Inspire. And for build, I have divided them into 3 parts as defensive, offensive, and casual. So the defensive is about getting extra shields and dealing high damage at the same time. And for offensive, it's all about damage and speed, and getting the stacks and trapping the enemy at with help of this passive. And the casual build is the same build I use for Claude, is just normal speed and higher damage, as you can see. And I experimented a few things with Badang. I was curious if the hook of Franco was gonna work on him while using the ultimate, and in fact it does, and it stuns him, but it doesn't stop his ultimate. And I was curious if the ultimate of Franco is gonna disable the ultimate of Badang, and it turns out that yeah, Franco can indeed cancel out the ultimate of Badang, like you can see right here. So I think Franco can be one of the best counters for Badang, so you need to watch him. Moscow and Fanny also could be a best counter for Badang, so you need to watch them if you have them in enemy. As the game progresses, maybe he could dominate them, but in early game you need to watch them. Anyone with dash skills are easily gonna get away from the Badang's obstacle, so you need to be really fast to dominate them. And for the skill combination, I recommend going with the second skill Petrify, first skill, and the ultimate combination, as the first skill and the ultimate also gives an extra stack for passive. And you can also go with a second skill Petrify, first skill, and you can depend upon your passive, but it's gonna give a slight time frame for the enemy to get back, so you need to be really quick to do this. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked it, and you can subscribe to my channel for more Mobile Legends content. Thank you for watching, and peace out.